Oh my gosh, here we are, bedhead day like 18. Figure out what day it is later when I do the description. But I've got a good one for you today. Good bedhead for sure. So that's natural. I don't even have to work for that. Just wake up this way. Um, but I'm gonna launch in today. So I heard something. Yesterday I was talking about positive affirmations, and I heard something that I could not unhear on a TikTok, and it was someone saying positive affirmations are just a way to gaslight your psyche. Positive affirmations are a way to gaslight your psyche. I couldn't unhear that, even though I didn't want to believe it because I had done a lot of positive affirmations in my life. Something about that really stung, and I had to sit with it. I have done, I talked about yesterday how important positive affirmations were for me post divorce when I was really going through it. I don't think it would be fair to talk about affirmations without first really talking about the inner critic. My inner critic was very powerful, very prolific, very, I don't know the word, like just constant. And um, particularly after my divorce. So I think that was sort of my way of playing good cop, bad cop, or like, you picture the good angel and the bad angel. And, in some ways it kind of creates a little bit of an inner war. And as my healing journey progressed, I learned more about integration and the parts of ourselves that we reject or repress. And so certainly worked through those things in different ways and very much softened the voice of that inner critic, and built a more compassionate relationship with my internal voices. I don't know exactly what those are. It'd be interesting to deep dive on a study of the voices that we hear. Originally I wanted to figure out, like, where did this voice come from? Because I didn't have a criticizing parent or teacher. A lot of people in my life growing up were very um, affirming and encouraging, but I never believed them. I never believed when my mom said it was beautiful or smart or any of those things. It's like I was just born with this innate sense of inadequacy that nobody was going to talk me out of, and of course that became very limiting in a lot of ways, and also caused a lot of internal suffering that I've come to learn is unnecessary. So that's where I wanted to kind of balance out the conversation around these positive affirmations. In the past, I have done all kinds of affirmation stuff. I once wrote in a journal, let's see, 3 times a day. No, yes, 30. You say the affirmation, you write it 30 times, 3 times a day for 30 days. And so if we're going to talk about things that are effective from a therapeutic lens or healing journey lens, that was not effective. I don't recommend it. But um, certainly I have done my fair share of positive affirmation work. If you were to look in my mirror right now or peruse my journals, you'd see where I have a few affirmations splashed here and there. And I see value, definitely see value in them, particularly when they are tied to a very specific kind of work that we can do where we're bringing our negative thoughts and our inner critic into awareness. And then we're very specifically questioning our thoughts and moving that into a positive direction and rewriting it. So there's a lot of value in having a process behind this where we're addressing ourselves and at times even really sitting with the underlying fears that may be driving a certain thought pattern. And so I will talk about that more tomorrow. And part of what I want to talk about in that video is also going to be how really that process, I credit that process with helping me to win a bodybuilding show in 2022 and become Miss Arkansas in women's figure. So, yeah, there is definitely a lot of power in the process, but I don't want to overinflate what a positive affirmation is, particularly if it's fragmented from the deeper inner work where we are becoming more aware and addressing those parts of ourselves that we may have rejected or repressed or that continue to play in the background of our subconscious. And in some ways, in some cases, kind of run our lives and hold us back from things that we would find very meaningful because we're preoccupied with voice. the voices in our head. So if you're tuning in today, it's a Tuesday. I don't know what to say about Tuesday other than just keep going. If you're hitting this any other day, I wish you a very meaningful rest of your day. I'm not going to say good because I don't want to gaslight your psyche. But yeah, hope that you're able to really shift that perspective around the meaning that you're making of your experience right now.